Have you ever dreamed of a life filled with abundance? Not just money, but an abundance of love, of peace, and genuine happiness? Most of us search for this abundance outside of ourselves, in a better job, a bigger house, or more things. But what if I told you that true abundance isn't something you find, but something you become? What if abundance is a state of consciousness, and that consciousness has a name, Mahalakshmi? Today, we're going on a journey to understand one of the most beloved and misunderstood goddesses in the world. This isn't just about mythology. It's about the psychology, the science, and the universal spiritual laws that govern prosperity in our lives. Let's travel back in time to a great cosmic event known as the Samudra Manthan, the churning of the ocean of milk. As the gods and demons worked together, churning the cosmic ocean, incredible treasures emerged. There were jewels, powerful medicines, and even the divine nectar of immortality. But after all the chaos and churning, when the ocean finally grew still, a radiant goddess arose from the waters. She glowed with a golden light, seated upon a fully bloomed lotus, a vision of pure grace and beauty. This was Lakshmi, the goddess of Shri, a word that means so much more than wealth. It means beauty, prosperity, grace, and auspiciousness. She wasn't just a symbol of material riches, she embodied balance, cosmic order, and the harmonious flow of energy throughout the universe. The ancient texts say that wherever there is truth, compassion, and purity, Lakshmi resides. But in places filled with greed, deceit, or chaos, she cannot stay. To truly understand her, we must look at her name. Lakshmi comes from the Sanskrit root word, laksha, which means a goal, an aim, or a target. So, she represents the ultimate goal of life. Not just prosperity, but prosperity with a purpose. It's not about having everything you could ever want, but having enough to grow, enough to give, and enough to serve a higher purpose. This is why she is almost always shown sitting or standing on a lotus flower. The lotus grows in muddy water, yet it rises above the muck to bloom in pristine beauty. This symbolizes Lakshmi's core teaching, to live in the world, to engage with it, but to remain untouched and unattached to its chaos and materialism. Her very existence whispers a profound truth. True wealth is not what you hold, it is what flows through you. Every detail in her depiction is a key to unlocking a deeper spiritual truth. The gold coins continuously flowing from her hand don't just represent money. They symbolize the endless flow of prosperity that comes when your energy and actions are aligned with *dharma, with righteous, ethical living. The lotus flower, as we mentioned, signifies purity and the ability to maintain inner grace even when faced with outer challenges. It's a reminder that beauty can and does bloom in the most difficult of circumstances. Flanking her are often two elephants, sometimes shown spraying water. These elephants represent strength, wisdom, and royal power, but they also symbolize patience and the disciplined, steady effort required for true and lasting success. Abundance isn't a lottery win, it's built on a foundation of wisdom and strength. Look at her hands. She is often shown with 4 arms. 2 hands are in a gesture of blessing. The *Varada Mudra *, bestowing both material blessings for a comfortable life and spiritual blessings for liberation. The other 2 hands hold lotuses, reminding us of the path of Dharma. This shows that material and spiritual well-being are not separate. They are 2 sides of the same coin. Her entire being is surrounded by a radiant golden aura. This isn't just for artistic effect. It represents the light of higher consciousness. It teaches us that wealth without awareness, without wisdom, is just a path to darkness and suffering. What's fascinating is how this ancient wisdom aligns perfectly with modern psychology. In the field of psychology, it's well understood that prosperity begins in the mind, not in the wallet. Your mindset, your beliefs about abundance, directly shape your reality. This is often called the psychology of wealth. What you believe you deserve becomes the upper limit of what you allow yourself to receive. A mind that is rooted in gratitude, in seeing the good that is already present, naturally expands. It becomes open to new opportunities. But a mind rooted in fear, scarcity, and lack contracts. It closes itself off. Lakshmi represents this high-frequency mindset, a mind filled with love, gratitude, and a desire to serve. She teaches us that if you want to attract abundance, you must first become abundant in your thoughts and feelings. This is why true devotion to Lakshmi doesn't start with elaborate rituals, but with inner work. It begins with managing your desires, taming your ego, and purifying your intentions. You can't invite the energy of abundance into a mind filled with jealousy, fear, and greed. And it goes even deeper, into the realm of science. Modern quantum physics has revealed that at its most fundamental level, everything in the universe is energy. Everything is vibration. Your thoughts are measurable electrical impulses. Your emotions create distinct energetic frequencies. Lakshmi, in this context, can be seen as the very resonance of abundance. When your inner vibration, your dominant thoughts and feelings matches the frequency of gratitude, peace, and purpose, you naturally and effortlessly attract people, opportunities, and resources that resonate with that same frequency. It's the law of attraction in its purest form. Neuroscience backs this up. When we practice gratitude and feel compassion, our brain's prefrontal cortex becomes more active. This is the part of the brain responsible for clarity, creativity, problem-solving, and higher-level decision-making. We literally become smarter and more resourceful. Conversely, when we live in a state of greed, constant comparison, or fear, our brain's amygdala, primal fear center takes over. This triggers a fight-or-flight response, shutting down our intuition, blocking our creativity, and clouding our judgment. So when the ancient sages said Lakshmi leaves the house where ego and anger reside, they weren't just being poetic. They were describing a profound psychological and neurological truth. The state of abundance cannot coexist with the vibrations of fear and pride. You'll notice that Lakshmi is almost never depicted alone. She is the eternal consort of Lord Vishnu, the preserver and sustainer of the universe. This divine partnership is profoundly symbolic. Vishnu represents structure, order, cosmic law, and purpose. Lakshmi represents the dynamic energy, the flow, the nourishment, and the wealth that brings that purpose to life. Together, they teach a vital lesson. Wealth without purpose leads to chaos, and purpose without resources or energy is lifeless and cannot be sustained. This divine balance is essential in every aspect of our lives. In a business, you need a clear mission, Vishnu, and the capital and energy to execute it, Lakshmi. In a relationship, you need shared values and commitment, Vishnu, as well as love, care, and joyful energy, Lakshmi. When this balance between structure and flow is broken, harmony is lost, and Lakshmi, the energy of abundance, departs. The wisdom of Lakshmi is so vast that she is often understood through four primary forms, known as the Chaturveda Lakshmi. First, there is Dana, Lakshmi asterisk, the most famous form, representing material wealth and prosperity. Then, there's Danya, Lakshmi asterisk, representing the abundance of food, nourishment, and good health. Third is Vijaya, Lakshmi asterisk, the bestower of knowledge, skills, and wisdom. And finally, Shanti, Lakshmi asterisk, who grants inner peace, harmony, and emotional well-being. This shows that true abundance is holistic. Lakshmi doesn't just bless you with gold, she blesses you with a balanced life, because wealth without health is a burden, knowledge without humility is arrogance, and success without peace is the deepest form of poverty. Ultimately, Lakshmi is the energy that flows when your soul's purpose and your daily actions are in perfect alignment. This isn't just a Hindu concept, it is a universal spiritual law. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, "Where there is sincerity, discipline, and truth, success, victory, and prosperity are guaranteed." That is the law of Lakshmi. You can find echoes of this truth in traditions all around the world. The Quran says, "If you are grateful, I will surely give you more." The Bible, in the parable of the talents, teaches, "To those who have, more will be given," because they used what they had with faith. All of these sacred texts point to the same powerful truth. A state of gratitude is a magnet for abundance. So, where do we find this energy? How do we awaken it? Lakshmi awakens inside you in moments of pure intention. When you practice meditation and quiet your mind, you create space for her to enter. When you choose to forgive someone, you release a block in your own heart, allowing energy to flow again. When you conduct your business with honesty and integrity, you are invoking her presence. She is the energy of flow, the perfect balance between giving and receiving. When you hoard your resources, your time, or your love out of fear, the flow stops. But when you give freely, with a joyful heart, the channel expands, and even more flows back to you. So if your life feels stuck financially, emotionally, or spiritually, the question isn't, where's Lakshmi? The real question is, where am I, consciously or unconsciously, blocking her flow? In our modern world, we often make the mistake of worshiping wealth, but forgetting the balance that must come with it. We chase success, but sacrifice our peace. We accumulate possessions, but lose our connections. The true spirit of Lakshmi lives in simplicity, in kindness, and in deep, heartfelt gratitude, not in vaults of gold. When a business creates value that uplifts its community, Lakshmi is present. When a person uses their wealth to serve those in need, Lakshmi smiles. When a family lives in harmony and mutual respect, that home becomes her temple, because she is not just divine energy, she is ethical wealth, pure intention, and grateful living. The next time you see an image of this radiant goddess, don't just ask for money. Ask for the wisdom to manage it. Ask for the balance to enjoy it. Ask for the clarity to use it for good, because Mahalakshmi does not live in banks or in palaces. She lives in every act of honesty, in every moment of kindness, and in the dignity of hard work. When your intentions are pure, your heart becomes her temple. And then, without struggle, without force, abundance simply flows. She is not wealth. She is the way wealth moves. She is not luck. She is the law of alignment. She is Mahalakshmi, the divine light of balance, and the eternal flow of grace. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If this resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content that explores the deeper dimensions of life. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Until next time, be well.